The jungle update coming to Rust is bringing a new tree called the Kapok vine tree, and you can swing between them with vines and also climb them up to the branches towards the top. And I'm going to be showing you 5 different footprints that you can build perfectly around these trees. And there's a few different creative reasons as to why you would want to do this. One of the reasons that I would build these types of Kapok tree bases is to have a unique way to enter and exit your base to catch enemies off guard and use them as a rekit station. This is the most simple footprint that you can build around the new Kapok trees. And remember, you can expand these if you want to. I'm just going to show you the basic way to build the first foundations around the tree so that it's centered inside of it. First, you're going to want to find a side without a ton of roots on it, like this right here. Build a square foundation out 3 times, and then build back with triangles, and you should have a triangle with the flat side facing towards the Kapok tree. And then here, you can just build triangles all the way around. Once it doesn't allow you to, you build out and then back in. Since the building blocked area around the Kapok tree doesn't appear to be perfectly symmetrical, you might have to do this a couple times until you find the correct side to start building from. That triangle right there is also optional if you want to delete it for symmetry, and then all of the triangles on the outer edges that we use to build back in can also be deleted if you want the most minimal footprint possible. And this triangular footprint is the most simple and cheapest one that I could figure out to get as close as possible to the Kapok tree. If you're trying to build a 2x2 around the Kapok tree with triangle foundations, then this is how you're going to go about it. This one is pretty simple to do. You're going to find a side where the roots are sticking out very far, and then build a square foundation, another foundation behind it, and then build back with a triangle. And this is going to give you just enough space to center it correctly. And then from here, you're just going to build a regular 2x2 honeycomb pattern, which is 3 triangles on each side, and you turn the corner with a triangle and a square. And if you're looking for some more space on this footprint, you can always just keep the triangles and squares that you use to turn the corner. If you're looking to build a 2x2 around the Kapok tree with a 4x4 square foundation footprint, and then you're going to start with a square foundation as close to the Kapok as possible, build back 2 more, and then build 2 triangles and a square, which is going to offset the square foundation from the Kapok tree, allowing you to build an even number of foundations around it. And the side of the Kapok tree that I chose to start building from, I'm pretty sure was a little bit flatter, where the roots do not stick too far out. And I would say that triangle foundations around the Kapok tree are going to be stronger since they can be rated from the inside out. But if you have something in mind where you need to have these square foundations as the starting point, then here you go, and it's also easily expandable. This is the 3x3 footprint built around the Kapok tree if you want some space on the inside of your base. Build a triangle foundation as close to the Kapok tree where the roots stick out pretty far. Then you're going to build out 7 triangle foundations with a square for the 8th placement, destroy all of the triangles, and then you'll be building back with 2 square foundations with 2 triangles on the end, and you should have your last triangle centered with the flat side facing the Kapok tree. And then we're going to break all of these square foundations, leaving the 2 triangle ones, and we'll just build out regular 3x3 triangle honeycomb, turning the corner with a triangle and a square. So you'll be placing 5 triangles on each side with the 6th triangle and the square to turn the corner. And if you've chosen the correct side of the Kapok tree to build around, it should be pretty centered in the middle. This design is going to give you some more space to work with on the inside of the base for deployables, and of course if you want to expand the base to add some more honeycomb or whatever, you can keep the corner pieces. This is a unique egg-shaped footprint that you can build around the Kapok tree that gives you some space to work with. You're going to build a triangle on a side where the roots stick out pretty far, followed by 4 more triangles and then a square foundation. You're then going to break all of the triangle foundations and build back with 2 more square foundations. And then from here, it's going to just be replicating the pattern on both sides, which is 2 triangles built out on both sides, followed by a square foundation, 4 triangles, and then another square foundation, 2 triangles. And then you're just going to repeat the same thing on the other side. So it's a square foundation, 2 triangles, square foundation, 4 triangles, and then a square foundation, and you've completed the egg shape. As for what I would do with these, my playstyle is to have a bunch of little small bases around the map, especially if I'm playing solo, and it makes it easier for upkeep, as well as, not having to farm to expand the base too much. And I'm curious as to what you would do with these types of base designs. It's very unique and has no core to it, so let me know down in the comments below if you would or would not build these types of bases.